How's it going, kids? I got another class here. So, 10 signs that your nervous system is healing from trauma. It could be physical, mental, emotional. It could have been any type of trauma, abusive trauma, or emotional or physical. Okay. Healing from trauma involves the nervous system shifting from chronic state of survival, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, back to a state of safety and regulation. This process is a non-linear and often manifests through subtle physical, emotional, and behavioral changes rather than dramatic breakthroughs. I just got done filming the last one. Hold on. I wanted to add this one to the previous, but this is going to be a little bit longer. Here are 10 key signs that your nervous system is healing. Improved sleep quality and depth. One of the earliest and most tangible indicators of healing is the restoration of restorative sleep. As the nervous system learns to downregulate the circadian rhythm reestablishes itself, allowing for deeper sleep stages where physical and emotional repair occurs. What it looks like: falling asleep faster within 15 minutes instead of hours, sleeping through the night without waking with racing thoughts or dread, and experiencing fewer nightmares. Significance: this signals that your body is no longer perceives the night as a time of heightened vulnerability. Reduce chronic physical tension. Survival mode keeps muscles braced for threat, often resulting in chronic pain in the jaw, shoulders, neck, abdomen, and back. Healing brings a gradual release of this armor. What it looks like: noticing your shoulders are naturally relaxed rather than near your ears. A loosening of the jaw reduces frequency of tension, headaches, and general sense of lightness in the body. Significance: your body is restoring its natural restoration response and learning that it is not currently in danger. Increased emotional regulation and stability. A dysregulated nervous system often produces disappropriate emotional reactions. Healing restores the capacity to modulate emotional intensity. What it looks like: experiencing upset without being overwhelmed, feeling anger without exploding, or feeling joy without it seeming fragile. You can feel difficult. It can feel difficult when emotions. You can feel difficult emotions knowing they will pass. This indicates the prefrontal cortex is effectively communicating with the amygdala, again, I can't pronounce the fucking word, allowing you to choose responses rather than reacting purely on instincts. Greater presence in relationships. When stuck in survival mode, attention is consistently scanning for threats, leaving little capacity for genuine connection. Healing allows for true presence. What it looks like: making better eye contact, listening deeply without planning a defense, remembering details others share, and feeling safe enough to be vulnerable. Your nervous system no longer perceives intimacy or social interaction as inherently dangerous. renewed capacity for joy and spontaneity. Trauma suppresses positive emotions to prioritize survival. As safety returns, the ability to experience pleasure and delight reemerges. What it looks like: rediscovering interest in old hobbies, laughing more easily, feeling spontaneous motivation, and being able to savor moments of pleasure without guilt or hesitation. Your body feels safe enough to soften into life's goodness rather than remaining rigid, focused on threat detection. Faster recovery from stress, resilience, like previous video we just did. Healing does not mean the absence of stress, but an expanded window of tolerance and a quicker return to baseline. Facing a challenge or conflict without collapsing into freeze or explode into rage, and processing the event within hours or a day rather than remaining dysregulated for days or months or years, depending on what it is. Okay. Your nervous system has rebuilt the flexibility to move between alertness and calm effectively. Reduced avoidance and increased engagement. Avoidance is a primary survival strategy. Healing manifests as a willingness to encourage with life rather than shrink from it. Accepting social invitations instead of declining. Addressing financial or health goals previously postponed due to anxiety, and initiating difficult conversations. Your system genuinely registers safety, reducing the need to sidestep potential stressors. Restoration of self-trust and intuition. Trauma often gaslights victims into doubting their own perception. Healing involves reclaiming confidence in your internal compass, making decisions, even small ones, like picking a restaurant without needing to poll the room, meaning taking a vote, for validation. Setting boundaries without excessive guilt or over-explaining, and trusting your gut feeling about red flags. You are rebuilding the natural pathways that connect you to your own knowing and agency. Okay. When you're going through the stages of healing and you start trusting yourself again, your intuition, the little knowing in the back of your head, knowing, yeah, you're lying. I don't believe you. You gotta show me proof. Okay, that's intuition. You can further practice that later down the road when you're interested in it. Okay. My kids know I'm very interested in intuition, psychic abilities, cognitive abilities, period. Okay. Recognition and recognition and interpretation of old patterns. Healing brings meta-awareness, allowing you to catch yourself mid-reaction. Noticing you were about to fawn, over apologize, or disappear, and pausing. You might still engage in the behavior, but the awareness of it is new. You may feel clean anger or slow, deep realization that was wrong rather than reactive rage. I'm sorry, that was kind of jumbled. It's fucking commas every other word. Hold on. So basically what it's saying is, you are noticing your behavior, you're self-analyzing as you're experiencing whatever it is you're experiencing at that moment, okay? And you kind of slow down your train of thought. That's what it's saying here. And you're literally watching the event happen in front of you, but it's also processing through your brain at that same moment. That's why it says that the realization of it feels deep and very aware and feels new to you, that you're recognizing it as it's happening. Okay. Once you do this more often, you will then be able to kick in to catch yourself and redirect the conversation or experience into a more healthy way. Okay. Tolerance for boredom and safety. After the intensity of abuse or trauma, healthy stability can initially feel unsettling or boring. Healing allows you to accept calmness. Sitting with the discomfort of calm partner or the discomfort of a calm partner or a quiet day without feeling suspicious or compelled to create drama. You can tolerate being disliked by others without crumbling. Your nervous system is rewiring to recognize safety as a new normal rather than chaos. Okay? We're only sitting at about 11 minutes here. Okay. So how about we just stop there and just do another one? Yeah, that one's kind of long. Yeah. So let's just end it here. And just remember to take the time to be aware of what's happening to you inside. And like I said in the previous video, not being afraid of the silence anymore is a part of this part. You will start subtly seeing, step by step, not through dramatic breakthroughs, but subtle physical, emotional, and behavioral changes. And it may take a long time for somebody else to recognize it externally, but don't worry about it. You're not looking for external validation. You're looking for internal self-realization. You're waking the fuck up, okay? So just be you, be calm, don't be afraid of the silence, and be aware of your own changes, okay? From Noah and Allie talking with you, I know you're on the path of change, healthy growth and healing, okay? Help your brothers and sisters out. Always encourage them. Remember, Dad, remind them that Dad's out here on TikTok and YouTube. And I'm here to help you guys, okay? I love you and miss you all. And I'll make the next video for you later.